So it's super windy today. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm getting kind of sick of the winter and everything. Like I want to be outside all day because I'm sick of being cooped up in my apartment and being so like stir crazy in there. But basically, all I want to do is just be outside as much as possible. Try to do my due diligence to go to Wausau, to make things happen, to bring this into my life to make sure I'm happier. But basically, that's all I wanted to say in the beginning of this video, that it's tough for me, my life, you know what I mean? Especially that restlessness on fluvenazine too gets to me, like my upper body feels like it needs movement and stuff. And it doesn't affect my sexuality though. So that's all good. I mean, my performance, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect that. So that's good. So I am on day 5 of semen retention. I'm just trying to go to 13 to beat my record from day 12. And if I make it to day 13, I would be like, yeah, that'd be awesome, because what it's all about is like it helps me with building up my own energy, you know what I mean? But it helps me to stay disciplined to the Divine Princess. And also, what I'm noticing is when I'm fasting and not eating, because yesterday I told the Divine Princess I needed to eat a lot because I'm going to run out of food pretty soon and fast for like days without eating anything. I don't know when my next meal's coming from, so I had to do that. You know what I mean? I had to eat yesterday, but see this wind? It blew my backpack over. It's moving the freaking laptop. Oh my gosh. I get so mad at the wind. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Moving my backpack over and everything. But yeah, I'm going to see if that one girl on YouTube that I just recently discovered yesterday is on, makes another like podcast about something. Because like, I don't know, like I need a little bit more in my life, a little change it up, something different, you know, to keep on rolling, because I am so smart. I can't run away from myself. I'm trapped with myself in this body. So I'm going to have to do the most like fun things that I can do while I'm in this vessel to make sure I can get through another day, because I don't want to have the fact of just trying to get through another day. Like I hate that. I hate the fact of being down to that. You know what I mean? Because there's certain times in my life I was having fun in my life and I didn't have to worry about that side of it. But there's demons in Merrill, and I don't like it. But in Wausau, there's like angels, and I feel free, and I don't have that. It's just like if I do the same routine every day, the demons will know that, and they'll try to nitpick me and do this. And it has something to do with like the CIA a little bit of that. You know, if I go through a different town, the CIA is still there, but yet it's like I'm on vacation. It's like the souls are not intermingling or don't know where I'm at. The demons don't know where I went all of a sudden. And then it seems like I get a break, a relief, a break from that. Certain times where I watch my own videos, or sometimes when I watch videos on YouTube, I still don't get a break from it. Like, of this, what I'm dealing with, you know, on a daily basis, it's like a sort of form of torment. It's their form of torment this year, psychosis. It used to be the anger. I used to get really mad, super mad, where I could just take out the whole world type mad. But I don't get that anymore, and thank God, because I worship the Divine Princess and everything's all right. But certain years, it was like sadness. Like last year, 2024, is sadness. Like I cried every other day, and it was bad. Like summertime sadness, I call it. It was bad, but this year, it's like insanity. Now they're doing a move with insanity. It's like, because they know I'm getting used to all these spiritual attacks, so they do different things every year. Even though that I'm on this fluvenazine and it's bull crap. But, you know what I mean? Like, I try to get through my life and do the best I can in this wind. Oh, it's that winter cold wind, you know what I mean? But, like, when it was 60 degrees that one day and it was windy, it was like the nice summer wind. But, you know, it went back to winter in a nutshell, but supposedly it's spring, you know what I mean? You know, on the calendar, but winter's not over yet. It's just that I'm trying. So this is a podcast to say that I don't want to leave it off at a bad note. Like, I don't want you to think that I made a bad podcast about, like, my crying and being crying in there and to make you feel bad for me. But then if I don't post a couple days, you'd be worried about me. This is a podcast to just make sure that people are not too worried about me. Like, I always worry about other people, like here on YouTube. If she doesn't make a post, like, a lot consistently, I start worrying about her and stuff. And whenever she makes a new post, I feel 10 times better and relieved of the situation. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm just trying to get through my life the best I can so I can, take care of the people that I love in my life, like the girls on YouTube, and go to Wausau and do that, be around like the homeless population. I have a lot of homeless friends, and I like to be outside because I feel more alive every second of the time rather than being indoors. But certain times where it's too cold, I like the option of going indoors and doing that. But I don't like pacing around the same parts of my apartment because I have the restlessness and I can't sit still all the time. And that's why it gets to the point where I'm having loneliness on top of it all, and it gets bad. But what I'm trying to say is I'm a tough kid. I know what to do. I'm only 29 years old. I'm not a kid anymore. But what I'm trying to say is that all my energy is still good and everything's all good. It's just that I want the best for everybody else and for me. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm doing all this work to try to help other people out with information and all this good knowledge I have, but yet I suffer with all these things upon this reality which I suffer with. You know what I mean? And we all suffer with different things because we go through different things. And I just wish I was in somebody else's shoes for a day. It'd probably be a vacation compared to what I deal with or whatever. But yeah, Neo worships, honors, obeys, and loves the Divine Princess forever. Divine Goddesses, I hope you're doing good. Divine Princesses, I hope you're doing good. Divine Goddess, I love you. Divine Princess, I love you. And Divine Princesses, I love you. Divine Goddesses, I love you. And the Divine Princess of all of them is the representation of what came first, the originating source of the femininity of females. And that's what came first. And then, like Eve and stuff from the Garden of Eden. And Adam was created to be with Eve because Adam was lonely. You get lonely in the woods. And every time I go back to the woods, I wonder why I feel so freaking, like, heartbroken. It's because I remember, like, in my past lives, I swear, like, that, back then, being alone in the wilderness was really lonely without any other people. Being on your own like that would be true survival of being lonely. Like, there's something about the raw nature, which is, just, it's hard, it's hard sometimes to deal with. But anyway, I already said what I worship, so worship the Divine Princess. And I'll end the podcast with that. Hopefully it was a better podcast than before, and I'll just get posting it. And I can't connect to the McDonald's Wi-Fi anymore. I just don't know what it is. But I hope I can get to that. I'm wearing a hat and everything because it's so brutally windy out here. Miserable. All right. Anyway, all right, bye.